Hi there, everyone. This is Mark Plunkett, the pastor of Heritage Presbyterian Church, and this is another of our 2-minute Bible lessons, this week focused on the letter to the Hebrews. Now, before I get to that, let me talk about that picture that showed up at the start of this video. It showed a picture of what was probably an old church. It was probably a good church, maybe out in the country somewhere, and people met there and praised the Lord and maybe sang, and there was preaching of the scriptures and, preaching of the word. And all kinds of things were going on that I'm sure churches did. But for whatever reason, that building is falling apart now. It's just almost completely down. Obviously, nobody's having church there. Maybe those people moved to a new building or something like that. That's what you always hope when you see a building like that. But the sad fact is, all around the world, there are churches that are closing. And people think, oh, gosh, this is terrible. This must be a sign that the end of the world is coming. I say maybe. Maybe that is a sign. But let me point something out to you. Do you know that all the churches that Paul started, the Apostle Paul, and he started a bunch of them, do you know not one single one of those churches is still in existence? Not one. Now, he started them 2,000 years ago, but still, you would expect at least one would keep going. Not one of them has. Now, I want you to hear something from the book of Hebrews. Listen to this. Let us consider how to provoke one another to love and good deeds, not neglecting to meet together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another. Not neglecting to meet together. My friends, that is what the church is. The church is not a building. You can point to and say, well, there's a church, or there's a church. That's a church building. A church is when believers, and I would even say potential believers, gather to sing and have fellowship and read the word and hear the word preached and proclaimed and praise God and praise God and praise God. That is the church. So while we may have buildings that are falling apart and we may have churches that are not going on anymore, not meeting anymore, or moving someplace else, the Church of Jesus Christ, is still going strong. Amen.